NFL season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, home to a pirate ship and the Buccaneers in Tampa, Florida. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Showing a bunch formation now. Ball handed off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Opening drive challenge for this offense in this championship game. They face third down here. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Now it's second down here. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's another good job here by this defense, and I think all the build-up and hype of the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now, they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a third down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start the game.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down just short of the mark for that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Running through the tackle. Down and short in this championship game on the 9th play of the drive. Can he make it to the marker? They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. The Bulldogs will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
And the Bulldogs looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia. They draw first blood in this national title game. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. He makes the catch. Where is the coverage? He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. Design quarterback run. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, you play man-to-man coverage with your defensive backs. You put the free safety in center field. He's essentially reading the eyes of the quarterback. He does an outstanding job here of following his instincts, taking the quarterback's reads and tendencies, and leading him to be able to make a play on the ball and eventually knock it away. Great job.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He loses the football. Scooped up in the defense.
Oh, man, the rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play. The runner seemed like he was holding onto that football so tight for one moment and then watching it slip away the next.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the right side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
A completion makes it second down. And the single back takes the handoff. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Short game, but it's going to be the final play of the first period. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. QB keeper all the way. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Looking downfield. It's done. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you got third down. The offense has the advantage here on third down to be able to get the ball downfield. They make the completion, but this defense is just flying around. They make the catch, but they have nowhere to go after.
So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Ball handed off. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. The goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Michigan offense back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Second and 10 off the incompletion. Ball at the 36 still. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense and the 41.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Now comes the offense set to take over here. Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
Second down play coming up. Quick throw. It's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Looking to pass here on second down. Turns it loose downfield. Touchdown, Dobbs. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, the quarterback looks up and sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Dropping back. It's done. Quick throw over the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. A missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this. I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses him.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Lets it go quickly. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, that is great discipline by this defense to break up the ball there on that comeback.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quick dart to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The offense now operating in empty. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Gets made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The ball is caught.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The Wolverines are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Direct snap to the back. Some hard running there through a tackle. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Here we go, 7th play of this drive in the championship game. 3rd down and short. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They're able to convert. Now it'll be 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Wolverines, as they answer with their first score of this title game. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Trying to find some room. It's Willingham. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go to that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
Tough spot here, 2nd and long from the 16. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. It's going to bring up fourth down. And the Wolverines will have to kick it away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. And their fair catch is made, a smart decision in rainy conditions like this. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. You take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This running back's had a big night, the kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. With the catch, it's Hussein. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Getting set. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust is going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down. They're going to throw the football. To dart to the left side. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Penalty makes it first down and 20. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll set up to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion sets up a second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for a deep completion. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
They'll kick it away here. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Keeping it on the ground here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the grab. It's Hussein. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after that previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Dogs. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep to the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's back to throw again on second down. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Braves. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Wolverines come to the line to run the hurry-up. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
But it's another sack. What a job by this defense. Even with this sizable lead here early in the 4th quarter, they are not letting up. They don't even see the score. They're still in that attack mode, and I love to see it.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. The pass rush gets home.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. The pass rush closing in. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And now the running back's got it again. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit hard.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. They could not stop him.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. After scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Turner decides to field it. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Pressure is coming. Oh, no, trapping back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Grinding away on the ground. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Dogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
They'll try to run this one in. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Down and goal for the offense. Press coverage now from the secondary. That's a design quarterback keeper. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Man, what a train wreck here. The past 3 plays have been so disappointing. They just can't punch it in. You're that close on 3rd down, and then the offensive line just gets dominated with the line of scrimmage, and you have a tackle for a loss. Is your confidence too shot to go for it? Seems like you better try for 3.
Makes it look easy. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's done. Defense is coming after him. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a 1st down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deep shot toward the end zone. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. And say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. it.